Welcome back to EP Daily. We are doing one of my favorite things of the year, the Rocket Raygun Awards with some of my favorite people. Today we're looking at the best portable game. The nominees are Youkai Watch, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Downwell, Lara Croft Go, and Her Story. And let's start with Sophia. Sophia, what was your favorite portable game of the year?
My favorite portable, it has to be Her Story. That game is incredible, and the actress that did it, and it's all live action, and you get to just see these little clips and the story unfolds as time goes on, and it's incredible. You have to play it. It's like $5. You have to play it.
It is such a different experience from some of these other games. Vic, what are you going to go with?
It's interesting that you pick Her Story because it was a live action game, and it seemed to be like a new thing this year with Guitar Hero Live, which is also portable, and so is Disney Infinity 3.0 as a portable game, and it's exactly the same type of experience with some trade-offs that you can play on your iPhone or whatever, which is crazy, but it's not obviously in this category. Out of this selection, I'm going to go with Lara Croft Go. I think that Montreal that took the concept and took the idea of Lara Croft and the adventuring that she does and turned it into a turn-based, almost like a board game type of experience, but they kept all of the essence and the fun and the fantastic kind of production that we're familiar with Lara Croft. I love that game.
I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it, considering it veered from the formula.
Yeah.
Mr. Silverman?
Well, it veered from the formula of Tomb Raider games, but they had already started this formula with Hitman Go.
Yep.
And I really loved Lara Croft Go because I think it was kind of a better game than Hitman Go. But it's not going to get my vote here. For me, it's between Downwell, which we haven't talked a lot about on the show. What an awesome, crazy, falling down a well, shooting stuff, collecting gems. I mean, it's just a crazy kind of roguelike, very unique reverse platformer, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
And Her Story. And I'm going to agree with Sophia. That's the game that I try to explain that game to people and I struggle. I try to talk about it and I struggle because I don't want to give anything away. It is a non-linear narrative experience, and that is impossible. How do you guys, imagine watching a movie or watching a story together and not all coming to the same conclusion? That's what this game manages to do.
It's almost like an editing simulator in a way, right? You take video clips and you try to piece together a story out of it.
And as an editor, it easily wins my award for Her Story for me.
Marissa, what did you play on the go?
Well, no one has mentioned this yet, so I'm going to now. I'm going to talk a little bit about Youkai Watch because, listen, I know you guys know that I love Pokemon so much.
Yep.
And this game surprised me because, yes, it is like Pokemon, but it has its own unique twist to it. And yes, it is the watch, but it's also just this world with ghosts hanging around everywhere that you can discover. And I know it sounds silly. But the fact that you can invest so much of your time in this thing and it gives you so much back, and that's what I love, and that's what I need out of my portable games. And I gotta tell you, my 3DS has gotten so much play this past year, and Youkai Watch is one of the reasons why.
See, it's funny. I'm not using those dedicated calls anymore. It's the phone. It's the phone games. Mr. Jones.
Yeah, I admired Her Story a lot for sure, but it's Lara Croft Go. I just like guilty pleasures when I'm going. I like things that distract me. I don't want things that make me think more, and I think that's the challenge with Her Story.
Yeah, he usually doesn't have a problem with thinking. Jose?
Witcher 3. No? No. And Ben said, just the unique experience that was Her Story and trying to figure out, did I get everything? Did I unlock all the different clips? Do I even know what's happening? Did I make it to the end? Maybe. I think I did.
I'd like to speak to the lawyer now.
I just want to say something else, though. We missed one game. It hasn't been added to this list, and I don't know why. Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly.
That's got its own category.
Okay.
That's the best Animal Crossing game of 2015 category.
I actually feel like I shouldn't be voting in this category because I am the only one of us who did not play Her Story, who has not played Her Story yet. I promise I will. I thought it would be Lara Croft Go for me. I was a huge fan of Hitman Go. Something about Lara Croft Go didn't engage me. I don't know, it didn't pull me in from the start the way Hitman Go did. I am with Marissa, not on Animal Crossing, but on Youkai Watch, because I've never been a Pokemon guy because I never got into it early enough. So all these people talk about Pokemon. I don't know your Charizard from your Pikachu or whatever. I don't know these characters. But with Youkai Watch being relatively new, I mean brand new to North America and still relatively new in Japan, I feel like I'm getting on the the ground level of my Pokemon, like this generation's Pokemon. So I'm like, all right, I can see myself maybe even buying a plushie of some of these characters.
Yeah, and the design in Youkai Watch is really something special. Yeah.
So agree.
No, it's a great game. game.
First
That's
bondage,
the
then
creepiest
plushies.
thing you've ever said. Yeah. Super creepy today.
Creepy things I've said in this show is a long and storied list. I'm not even
Let's
sure
not
that's
even
in the
go
top
there.
5.
I think I have to agree with Ben on the choice between the two for me. It is Her Story. I think Her Story is the best portable game of the year. Yes, it's on PC, but you know, it is $5. It is absolutely worth playing. It is probably the most interesting game on this list. So I believe that's our winner. The Rocket Raygun for best portable game goes to Her Story. As well, we're gonna do best sound and music, which, you know, well, lots of games sound and look good. We're gonna give it to Star Wars Battlefront because, hey, it was awesome.
It looked like Star Wars, and it sure as hell sounded like Star Wars.
And it was beautiful. I mean, yes, it was a bit of a shallow game, but it looked and sounded great.
Soldiers of the Rebel Alliance, this is our most desperate hour.
So congrats to Star Wars Battlefront and Dice EA for best sound and music. Come back for more. We're gonna have best DLC and best remake.